I don't think you're ready for that. I don't think you're ready for that. You already know one of them.
We interrupt this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Let me reiterate, not shitty. They are just irky, and these are men that are in my life, and we're also doing it for her now. So now it's called, instead of JJ's roster, it's the clown show. That's why we changed it. The rankings are Shining Star for the best one from our rosters, Great Vibes, which is A+, Needs Improvement, B-, Get a Grip, D-, You're Kidding Right, LOL, F, and then Get Lost, Bum, bye-bye.
I did say prior to this, before we hit record, that I asked him, I was like, where's the C? He's like, baby, there is no C. We don't get no in between. You either a yes or you a no. So let's just make that perfectly clear. Anyway.
Yes. So, I think we're going to start with Mr. Elliot.
Okay.
So, giving a little bit of backstory about Elliot. Him and I have been snapping for a couple of weeks, maybe even a few months. He's extremely sweet. He's got a very busy schedule, and it's not that the communication is bad. It's just it could be better. It needs improvement. He's a great guy. He's very sweet, but I don't know. The energy's not there anymore. It used to be there, but now it's not. So I'm going to put him at Get a Grip, just because he's a great guy. Just needs some help with life. Next. You gotta give an explanation too.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go next? Are we doing this back and forth?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This isn't a me give all mine and you can explain. I saw the name.
Sorry, I know that was loud.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
I don't mean any disrespect, I swear.
To who? Me or the dead?
So, mine.
This is Vinnie Hacker, by the way.
Vinnie, not Vinnie Hacker, I wish.
Eat him up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So a little backstory, Vinnie and I met a few years back, maybe like 2 years ago. We were co-workers at Marble Slab Creamery.
Complete side note, I just chugged a Red Bull at 9 o'clock at night.
Smart.
I didn't even realize.
It's a weekend.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Hashtag turn up.
I said, damn, bitch.
Right. Anyway, we were co-workers, and don't get me wrong, like, he's a really sweet guy. Like, we have our moments where we just have, like, you know, our heart-to-heart conversations. We did fuck with each other. I mean, we're still friends. We still keep in contact every now and then, but it's like that cycle of like messing with each other has kind of faded. So now we're just like kind of close in a way of friends. So I guess just like, I don't know, because over time, you know, Jonathan knows the whole backstory. You know, before I actually officially had to confirm that we were just friends. You know, he's fucked with me a couple times. He had a girlfriend when we were talking or messing with each other, whatever the situation may be. He lied to me. So that's kind of why we are in the situation that we are in now. So I guess in a way I could put him like here. I'm sorry, but regardless, it's like we are friends, but still, like, you're kidding me, right? Full F.
Let's see. I'm actually, as we are recording this video, I am still texting a good bit of them. On the topic of Cody, we'll start with him. We'll go with him next. So, Cody, I've been snapping for about a month now. He is extremely sweet. He texts me good morning and he texts me good night. He is 29 years old. He is a branch manager of a bank.
Period.
And I can't say where.
Okay.
He loves to travel, but he's been to Greece.
Ooh. Oh, and just so you know, we don't work at Marble Slab anymore. That was just an old job that we had together. So I don't really care.
She's not 16 anymore.
Yeah, no.
Cody, yeah, I really like him. He's very communicative. I think that's the word. Is that a word? Hey Siri.
In a way.
Is communicative a word?
Communicative? I think that's what it is.
Yes, communicative is a word. It is an adjective that describes something or someone that is inclined to communicate or share information.
Look at me. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Look at me knowing big words. That diploma really coming in clutch.
Right.
So, oh my God. My next one, Cody. Love him. Live, laugh, love Cody. We'll put him at Great Vibes. He's getting up there. I would put him up here, but we'll see how it ends. You're next.
You next. I'm just looking at this list and I'm like, damn. We'll go with Zach. Okay. Zach. A little backstory behind that. I met him through, well, he's on Instagram or Snapchat over the years. And I knew of him. I just didn't, we've never had like a physical conversation or anything, but at some point we did end up, talking a little bit more. I also met him as well through a friend group. Little tea behind that, I met him through a friend group, mostly guys that please nobody call me
Homie hopper.
When I get on top, I ride. I'm a homie hopper till I die. Bring your best friend or
the friend group just back to back to back to back. So anyway, Zach, at one point I met him through his friend group. One of his homeboys actually used to mess with me at one point. There's a little backstory behind that, but I'm not going to get into detail about all that. It's too much. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a really cool person to hang out with. He's very sweet. He's very open about his emotions. We always have good conversations.
Give a synopsis, not the backstory.
What?
Of the men. What did he do to get onto this list?
Oh. So, I mean, he's a very communicative person,
Very communicative.
Yeah. He enjoys, we've talked about this, he enjoys having these kinds of conversations. I don't think I've ever had a dull moment with him. So I think I'd rank him one of the highest. Still needs improvement though. So I'm gonna put it, needs improvement. Make that very clear.
So as y'all saw me scribbling, I realized that I am missing one person's name, so I added that to a sticky note really quick. So we'll start with...
Give me one. I forgot one.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
You just reminded me. You said this name, and
we'll start with... We'll go with Zach P. Okay. Zach and I have been... It's our relationship. We have been friends for 4 years now. We met on Tinder a few years ago when I was 18 and he was 20. I think he was 19, 20. He was still in college and he moved and we never really connected again. We just kind of fell off. Recently reconnected. you know, coming back to it, he's always been very genuine, but he just sucks at communicating. But that's something that we can fix. We can always, you know, get it correct. And neither.
Keep your eyes closed. I have a surprise. Did you do the dishes? I said surprise, not mirror.
Set fire to the entire thing.
Okay.
We are only doing 5 each.
5?
You already got 2, and I got 2. Wait.
You have 6.
Okay, well then you can do 6. Bitch, I can't count. The diploma only counted towards English. Zach needs improvement. I love him. I would marry him in a heartbeat. I want him to get a grip because he is extremely sweet and he's Italian. And
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I'm just gonna think about it.
here, let me pick it.
I feel like I shouldn't do this one only because, you know what? I'll let it sit. I'll let it marinate. Next one for me, Colin. Colin, we've known each other since high school. We met.
I don't even know how to like hide this from
That's
how
okay.
big
I won't look. We met in high school. Now we are really close. He's super sweet. He always checks up on me to see how I'm doing. What else? It's strange that I really shouldn't have to think about this. I should already know off the top of my head, but I've already pretty much explained the same thing, like how it was with Zach. I will say he's a lot better at talking and reaching out than Zach is. So, you know, we've, like, same thing with Zach is like I've never had a dull moment with Colin. Like I said, he's always super sweet. He's always offering to pay for things.
I said, damn, bitch.
And I'm like, okay. Where's that bank account? What does it look like? I'm just kidding. Let me stop. Anyway, but I think Colin is definitely his ranking is very high, only because Colin is super sweet and he's very kind and he's gentle. And,
Valid.
you know, like he's just, I don't know, he's special. He's very special. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put him at great vibes.
That's how you spell his name?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, weirdo.
Really?
God, his parents really must have hated him. Okay. We're gonna go with Ryan. Ryan, met him recently. We went on a date. Very sweet, very genuine. Down to earth. Loves to talk. Like me and him could yap for hours. He's very sweet. Very open person. Very great vibes, but he just said, he told me, he was like, he doesn't know if he wants anything serious, and that's totally valid, but like, don't be texting me good morning.
With Colin, I mean, he was very straightforward. I will say Colin is a very straightforward person. Like, he doesn't miss a beat. Like, when I talk to him, the first thing he asked me when we first started talking to each other was, you know, what are your intentions? Like, what exactly are you looking for? He was very straight up about that. Like, I love it when guys do that. Like, they don't hesitate to ask you anything. They're just like, okay, like, I need to know what exactly it is you're looking for. And I'm just like, okay, you know, I'll tell you how it is, and if you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. Am I next?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I gotta go with this one next because I can't with this one. I can't.
Do it.
Right now?
You can do that one. Or do that one.
I feel like I should do this one first.
It's pretty traumatizing.
For those of you who know me, for those of you who have gone to school with me. You
No, the fuck you didn't. You don't know anybody in this video. You don't know no name. You don't add no context, bitch.
Nope.
Stay out of the comments. You gonna get your teeth knocked in, your face smashed against the concrete, and see how fast my foot can go across your head bouncing off this damn curb, bitch.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
sealed, mouth shut. Anyway.
Gag order, bitch.
Those of you next person. Bo. I don't need to say a last
B-O.
name. I don't need to say a
Body
last
odor.
name. We have a problem. We have a problem. Straight up, we have a problem. This mofo, Jonathan already knows backstory, asked me
I lived through it.
to be his boyfriend.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Or be his girlfriend, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
wow.
baby, you had a dick. You got
Wow, wow. Okay, let's rewind.
She got the biggest dick
Asked
there is.
me to be his girlfriend when he came home from, was it boot camp?
MCT, career school. So he was coming home from his MCT, so he was here for like a week. Because it was like around Christmas time, I think.
Yeah, I want to say, no, he was here last year in June. But that's the little backstory behind him. Anyway, long story short, he asked me to be his girlfriend the night he came home, and then ghosted me after and didn't say a word. Recently, I got a message maybe about a few months ago asking or saying that he apologized and everything and whatnot. He was gonna make it up to me, but that's complete crap. So, crap. Sorry. That's telling me that he doesn't even be on the board. Anyway,
Scott's wife saying
make that
he ain't
perfectly
shit.
clear. He's at the very bottom. Get lost. Bye.
Okay. My next one is Hayden S. He's an engineering student at the local college. He is very sweet, very passionate. He has a great heart. We've been talking for a while. I'd say maybe like a year and a half. Pretty chill vibes. We haven't really went on a date because with him being in engineering school, it's just difficult for him to like get his head above the water with homework and shit like that. So we just try to chat at least and snap, and he's very good about communicating, and he's very sweet and he's pretty good to look at. But I think I'm gonna put him at you're kidding, LOL.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he be playing with me, because bitch, I'm not the one or the two, so you better find a 3 whores to fuck around with. You're not ready for who I wrote down.
I'm not.
It's a surprise.
Is it worse than this one?
It's a surprise.
Okay. This one really caught me off guard before he wrote down the name just a second ago. I will say, this is not at all.
I smell bullshit.
Respect
Bullshit?
or anything.
Yes,
Because I
it is.
will say that this man is in a relationship. Yep. Right now. So, one of my closest dance friends that I've known since we were kids, I've known her since she was 2. And one of her friends is actually dating this person. Y'all, drum roll please. His name is Zion. I'm not gonna close who
Zebediah.
we're talking about. I'm just gonna say the first name, Zion. That's who we're talking. We did talk for a little bit. We did mess around for a little bit. He is very quiet.
He's a weirdo.
He's very
He's a
quiet
fucking weirdo.
and very socially awkward. So
But that's also how he's always been.
yeah.
Like when he's not around his close friends.
Yeah,
Because
I know you've known him longer than I have. So
we've known him for the same amount of time, Bookie. We went to the same school.
Oh.
We was playing in the same box together. Well, he wasn't. I was playing with the girls. He was playing
I
with the
completely
boys.
forgot. We don't talk anymore. So you guys already know where I'm gonna put him. At the bottom. Bye. Next.
Okay, so this is my final one. This is Zach B. Ooh. Zach B. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, you changed the name. I didn't see it, I promise, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Zach V. He's pretty great right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We'll put him at needs improvement because he's kind of cocky, but I like it. Very sexy. All right, drum roll, please. Close your eyes. Okay. So this was very unanimous. The court, the council, and the arbitrary people told me to go ahead and go with this selection. The United States has now elected as its next scum of the earth.
I'm nervous.
Hayden.
Ooh. Okay.
My
Mind
exact reasoning.
This man, following along with Bo, is also in the military. Okay. Yikes.
Ew.
He is, I honestly don't know what he is. I can't remember.
I think he's Army National Guard.
Is he?
I think so.
You know what? I have to get photos. Hold on. Back
While
up.
she's doing that, we're gonna take a smoke break.
Right.
Navy.
He's in the Navy.
Puddle water.
Also, man in a relationship right now. We hung out twice. He played me like,
He played in your face.
yeah. Like, when I kid you not, when I mean by played, I mean like completely joke. Like I literally like tossed me like it was a complete joke. I don't know what to say, honestly. I have no respect for this man. None. At all. I have 3 people at the bottom. Let's just talk about that. Like, sorry, I just spit in your face.
Say it, don't spray it.
I have 3 people at the bottom. Let's just make that very clear. Like, my list is not very okay.
So,
It's not okay.
with wrapping this up, we have to pick one out of all of these to put at the shining star. Who is the one that we think is going to be the end all be all and will sweep us off our feet for this month?
For this
Be back for
month?
next month's agenda.
Well, if I were, I don't know, honestly, because I have 2 choices
Or
next weekend.
here, how about this?
2.
For the month of June, who do you think will be the most active in your life? How about that? We'll go for that. Who will be the most active in our life in the month of June? Putting in our predictions now. Me more so active, you more passively stalking.
If it's passively stalking, you already know who I'm thinking of. No.
Oh. To be honest, it could be any of them.
No, seriously. Because these 2 reached out to me just recently, literally right after I deactivated my Snapchat. So that's why it's kind of hard. Because these 2 did the exact same thing. Asked me why I did it. I told them why. Asked if I had their number. Gave me their number. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna cast my vote.
Okay.
You know the backstory about all of these men. And I think I'm gonna have to stick with my tried and true. Like, he's been through the last 8 months of the rosters. I think I'm gonna pick my tried and true. I think I'm gonna go with Zach. Just cause. Yes, I need my Italian baby to come back home.
I knew it. No, it's really hard, honestly, for me because I kid you not, like I told you before, like they literally did the exact same thing. But with who I have a more connection with because I feel like I said, I've never had a dull moment. He's always checking on me and asking me how I'm doing. And even when we do hang out, like we always laugh and just really talk to each other. So I don't really have. There.
I didn't even realize I had it still zoomed in. But so as we, girl, don't put it up there. Put it. That's why it's right here.
Oh, sorry.
Girl. Okay. So as we're closing it out, our top ones are both Zach's. So Zach's, if you're watching this, get a fucking grip before you lose us. We're pretty great people.
That's great.
Yeah. I think that's the end of it. I need
too much tea.
I think I might create a baddies account. I kind of want to watch Africa. I'll pay for it. It's $5. Cause bitch, apparently nobody know how to fucking pay it.
I know how to pay it.
Just kidding.